Are you having a hard time landing a copy of the Rogue Heir of Elthorn? Do you desire an alternative figure for the Guardian Knight? And I just might have an option for you. Today, I'm going to open a box of HeroQuest figures I've been sent from Mountain View 3D. This is the Fair Weatherman. Welcome, my friends, to the world of HeroQuest, a place unlike any other. I'm happy to open a rather large box from my buddy Wes at Mountain View 3D. He spent some time reconfiguring his sculpts and improving his mini making process by adding integrated bases. He's also very excited to unveil a few new monster sculpts, so he sent me a few of them to review on the channel. I can't wait to get into this. So without further delay, here we go. Like all his sculpts, they're packaged really well. Oh my gosh. He said he sent me a few really cool figures, but oh man, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Mini HeroQuest figures, I love that. The 90s edition, super small. Look at this. Gargoyle and Dwarf. That is awesome. I didn't know he was going to send me these. He mentioned his newer sculpts and he said he had a surprise for me and to be really careful opening them up. Appears to be another handful of them. Got a barbarian, a mummy, a Famir, that's awesome. This is incredible. You know, I saw someone on Etsy listing something like this over the summer and I thought it was really interesting. Here we go. I'm going to paint these up to match the colors of the original game. And the detail of these little sculpts are quite good, considering their size. Let's see what else he has in here. Alright, we have our first Doomguard. Really neat with the integrated base. Very cool alternative to the Chaos Warrior. Get your nice Doomguard here with the giant shield. Now here's another one coming out. The really cool horns on the helmet, very classic. Games Workshop. I mean, we didn't get anything like this in the re-release because of the Chaos rights still being owned by Games Workshop. But this guy is right here. I don't know if they're color coded for any reason, but alright, it looks like we got a Balor. At least that's who I use him for. So if anyone's on the fence of buying these alternative sculpts, you can check out my video, The Dread Sorcerer Problem, where I put all of these figures up against the Avalon Hill figures so you can see what they really look like in the dungeon. And now's the best time to really purchase these figures. So you can see you don't have to glue them on anymore. Everything's real smooth and ready to go. Alright, looks like we got another Doomguard. You can see them all together. Really cool brute strength right here if your heroes to run up against in the dungeon. I love that. All slightly different, but still work together. Shields are all unison. One thing I have noticed about these sculpts is the resin is quite flexible. It's not super hard. So I do feel like with the integrated bases that they will hold up rather well compared to his maybe first edition of prints. So they might have changed the resin up, I'm not really quite sure, but these are excellent. Been waiting all day to open these. I wanted to make sure I got it on camera. Alright, cool. We got some Guardian Knights here. There you go. We got the female sculpt, we got the male sculpt, cool lion shields. Those are great. Like most of y'all out there. I couldn't afford to purchase a Guardian Knights mini set, being as exclusive as they are. So it's nice to have an alternative version to use, and these look really nice. They go really nice together as well. And it's just loaded with figures in here still. Alright, we have the 2 more knights with the helmet version, completely covered in armor, like we see from Rise of the Dread Moon. Very neat. Put these next to the other 2 I pulled out. You can see what they look like. Very similar sculpts, just helmeted. Detail's excellent too. Awesome. Alright, this is what I'm probably most excited about. Okay, so he had sent me a message through Etsy and said he had some Rogue Heir of Elthorn alternative sculpts. With it being next to impossible to find them now, Amazon doesn't even have them listed. There's like a third-party seller right now in the US selling them for like 60 bucks. I thankfully got a copy of them last year, but now I'm hearing everyone online having a hard time finding them. And I told them this is a perfect addition here for anyone who maybe can't find them. Got the male sculpt here with the 2 daggers. And then the female, which I think is awesome on the 1 foot. Just jumping out, ready to attack. Those are great. I love the elf. I mean, there's so many options now in HeroQuest for elves. Between the homebrew champion elf, the male elf sculpt that we got in Mage of the Mirror, and then of course the female in the base game. Very unique and fun, versatile characters. Very cool. And a really cool skill set too with the Rogue Heir. I find them very helpful on my team when I'm playing. I had asked him to send me a copy of a female version of the elf from the original 90s version. My daughter was really interested in playing a female elf, and he said he had some of them. And he just sent me, and there it is. There's the female elf right there. I'm going to incorporate in my old school 1990s version of HeroQuest that y'all saw me unbox about a month ago. Here they all are, the female alternative sculpts. My daughter's going to be thrilled to have these when we get the old school game down and play as a family. Very 90s and stays with the theme from the original game. I like to keep my figures kind of in that era of gameplay. They look excellent and give off a really cool vintage vibe. Here's a quick overview of all the figures that was sent. I did see this weekend on Etsy that he did add the listing to purchase all these sculpts for about 55 bucks. Looking at them now with the integrated bases and the detail of these figures, this would be a great addition to HeroQuest. Of course, he sent me this copy for free, but I would have gladly have paid for this considering the amount of figures that you get and how hard these figures are to come by. I appreciate all of my followers. Please stay tuned for more upcoming videos. I can't wait to share my take on Advanced HeroQuest utilizing the game system we have from Avalon Hill. Stay tuned for that one. And as always, your very survival depends on your ability to work together. For no true hero stands alone. Come, let the quest begin.